Yo my dudes, what is up? Alright, it's finally here, Variant 5. So let's go. The first fight, I'm gonna be taking this Storm Path. So this defender here, she's got Energize, Enhanced Special 1, Special 1 Bias. Nothing too much to worry about. So in we go with Dr. Doom. So for this fight, what you want to do, the approach that you want to be taking is you want to be pushing her to as much power as possible before you trigger off that SP1, power drain her. And once his aura is up, this is where the fun begins, because you can then begin to power drain her yourself and push yourself to your own SP3. As you can see over there, got 2 bars right now, holding block, baiting her to attack me. Alright, just a bit more to go. And that's it. So once you get to that SP3, well, the fight is pretty much over. Alright, quite decent damage there. Health pool isn't too high yet in this first chapter. So off I go, 2 bars of power now. Alright, end the fight, an SP2, fire that off, big damage. On to the next fight. So as you can see, I was using suicides on Dr. Doom, or should I say I'm rocking suicides. So the thing is, because the health pools are still pretty high, and there are quite a few fights in this lane, so the thing is, you want to preserve as much as possible your health going into the final fight. So this is why I bring in Black Widow Clairvoyant, because when she's on bleed mode, if you maintain that on bleed mode, you can pretty much regain a huge chunk of health on the SP2, so that is what you want to be doing for longevity's sake. Alright, so that was pretty big damage there from the SP2 on Incinerate mode. And here, yeah, this is pretty standard fight. I have no idea why Kabam actually put this this Iron Man here. I mean, really easy. And easy is an overstatement actually. Really super easy. Alright, that was, wow, one of the easiest variant fights in history. Wow. Alright, no challenge whatsoever. So up next, once again, I'm going in this time with, yes, Black Widow Clairvoyant against Proxima Midnight. So she ended the previous fight at almost 95% health. So here it's gonna be a pretty much standard fight once again. Alright, bait out at SP2. On this path, basically, yeah, your opponents, they gain power more easily because they've got that 100% power gain from Energize. But yeah, nothing too much to worry about. In fact, it works to your advantage. Okay, on to the next fight. Alright, so for this fight can be a wee bit tricky because it's against Mojo. So here I decided to bring Magic just for him. Alright, there I got clipped at the very beginning of the fight. Got off to a bad start because I was focused on his prompts. So I didn't really hold down block properly. But no biggie. Alright, the fight can still be salvaged. So bait out the SP2. Proper evade, go in again, making sure that I don't push him to 2 bars of power before I'm ready to unleash my own SP2 once again. And yeah, as you can see, once I get him in the corner, this fight is pretty much over. So yeah, Magic, an oldie but goodie, one of the OG champions, but still oh so good. Alright, cheeky intercept. Keeping him in the corner. Once again, another intercept. My own SP2, he's almost down. And Limbo kills him. So, that's how you one-shot this Mojo. Next up, we're going up against this Mysterio. So the trick here is that, as you know, when he unleashes his SP1, alright, any damage that you deal to him when the timer is still up after that SP1 can be, or should I say, will be reflected back to you. So what you want to be doing with Dr. Doom is once again try to push him to as many bars of power as possible. Alright, here of course I messed up. Alright, yeah, messed up big time. Alright, well, what can you do? Mistakes were made. But yeah, that's a proper SP3 there. Really good SP3 animation. Anyways, in I go again, this time, alright, telling myself, don't mess up, you've got a second chance. Alright, so the approach is once again, yep, you want to be pushing him to as much power as possible before you, yeah, see over there? I wasn't gonna heavy him any longer. SP1 there, okay, another SP1, get my 2 bars of power, yep, that's it. This is where the fight is over. Alright, holding block, make sure you hold block because you don't want these defenders here, especially with this with the Energize node on. You don't want them unleashing any SP2 or SP3 to mess things up. As you saw what happened with what happened earlier. So, pretty easy fight as long as you don't mess up. Okay, on to Max right now. Okay, as you know, Max buff is coming up real soon, but for now, the buff isn't live yet, so yeah, melee stand fight using Black Widow Clairvoyant. This fight is gonna be a wee bit slow because I'm making sure that I don't push him to his SP2. Why? Because I'm one of those people who can't really evade his SP2 100% of the time. I'm not that good at it. Alright, I'm not ashamed to admit it. I just suck at evading his SP2. Half the time I can, half the time I can't. But the half the time that I can't, yep, because of the high attack values over here, it's pretty much a one shot. I'm gonna die straight away. So take it slow, take it easy. Don't push him too high. Keep on baiting those SP1s, and you're golden. Alright, a little bit of incinerate damage there. Big damage. Good. Alright, I was pretty lucky there because I thought I had enough reach to heavy him in the corner once again. Whoa, okay. The gods are smiling on me. Alright, he's almost down. Bit more to go.
It's all about humanity.
Last combo into an SP2 should do it. Oh, no chance for an SP2. Alright, so really standard fight there. And on to the boss. Okay, so this boss is a little bit different. What she has going for her, she's got Mighty Charge, so there's no way in hell that you can depend on those backdraft intercepts against her. She's also immune to all debuff effects, so using Dr. Doom with his heavy chain, yep, that's not gonna work as well with his shock into heavy, or should I say, yeah, shock into heavy. That's not gonna work. So what you want to be doing is, for this, my first run, blind run at that, I brought in, yeah, specifically for this, Stark Spidey. So one of the perks in bringing in a Spider-Verse champion against this node is that, yeah, as you know, Spider-Verse champions gain this buff called the Great Responsibility Global, which allows them to, whenever they evade, alright, any special attack from the defender, it allows them to build up a great responsibility charge. And once they've reached 100 responsibility, this is where the fun kicks in, because then they go unblockable, they ignore armor and all resistances. So this allows them to deal huge damage. So as you can see over there, I just evaded one SP1. I now have 2 charges of responsibility. I don't know whether that's a bug, because yeah, it might seem very little right now, but you're gonna see later when I evade another time that second special attack from 2 charges of responsibility, I gain 100 straight away. So being patient here, ever so patient. And there we go. Big damage. He goes unblockable, trapper in the corner, fire off that SP2. No crits, damn it. It's alright. Fight is proceeding smoothly. Alright, I've got this in the bag at this point in time. Just hit into a block, push her to another SP1, try to evade that. And yeah, I did not make a mistake there. It wasn't my fault. It was actually the AI, or should I say RNGesus, because Stark Spidey's random evade just kicked in there and it messed up my timing. So screw that. Okay, screw that. That should have been a one shot. It's all good. So still the same thing. Basically just going in with Black Widow Clairvoyant right now, pushing her to her SP attacks. Alright, doing a very meaty SP2, get back some health. I should have pushed myself to Incinerate mode for more energy burst damage. But it's okay, because that last SP1, whoa, huge damage. 23k, big yellow numbers. Alright, so that's part 1 of my initial completion run. Alright, stay tuned for part 2 right now, coming up real soon.